scoop. The ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. On the move from inside his 5. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Here's a heat. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Fires into traffic, gets picked off.
Love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up, and you could tell QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage on the first pass attempt, creating the interception. Now this defense has set this offense up in a great position to get some early momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Manning. Good timing on the quick out. Breaks into the open. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Offense will try to get some momentum going on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on it.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum, it plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the big fella. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Fires left. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Tigers. A great catch and run for 6.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab down the left side. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Manning. Keeps looking downfield. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Anderson. So now it's 2nd and long. On the ground, it's Durham. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Got it in the middle. It's Durham. Turns it on in midfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
We always talk about yak, and that was 3rd and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play can be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Run in the red zone. It's Durham. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, and not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Wingo. Makes a move. He's got it out. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Now the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Green. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the speed is what makes him different.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Makes a catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on first down. Trying to run, it's Durham. There he goes. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Off the play fake. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Manning. Unloads it downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unleashes one. Makes the grab. And how about this call and excellent timing between the quarterback and running back on the angle route?
And how nice is it, Reese, on offense to have running backs that can catch the football, right? In these types of situations, on 3rd down, they can help your drives continue. They can give another element to this offense the defense has to worry about. This running back really is a weapon.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Now on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Moves around to clear up the vision. Throwing on the run. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He leaves it with his back.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Caught behind the stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Manning. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
I like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. He's got an open man. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Fires on the move. Finds space on the right. Oh, he's got some space. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Wants to throw on first down. He turns it loose to the left. Wide open, he makes the catch. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to get behind the defense. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Man, these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting to the ball and DBs not. This time you can tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He lets it fly. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Takes it the other way. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And he's going to bring this one out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to turning it on. At the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was a golden opportunity for the offense to come away with 2 points there, but he dropped it in the end zone. That's a catch you have to make.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. I know they've put up really good numbers on offense, but, David, they're starting to feel a little game pressure right now.
Exactly. That scoreboard's starting to get a little bit tired cutting into that lead. Now, you know every possession matters, Palmer. A little pressure for this offense.
Yeah, and so you can't get tight, right?
That's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Yeah, the receiver's got to do a better job in ball security there with all those defenders trying to rip it free. And this offense is lucky they were able to jump on it and keep possession.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws for the tight end. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Catch in the middle. It's Shannon. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll run it from the gun. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Manning. Got his man to the left. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. The Longhorns are flying down the field. Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Shannon. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That offensive line grabbing and holding on, and they'll back up and try it again. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Finds his man. It's Moore. On the move at the 30. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot.
Touchdown, Texas! All that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That touchdown lead they had has disappeared, and now we have a whole new ball game. Breaks into the open. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Gives it on the option. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Quickly to the tight end. Powers through. There he goes. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
We'll see if they have enough time to get another snap before the clock hits 0. Running behind that left side. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Forced out of the pocket. It's complete to the right. At the 20, he's got space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground. Reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, that play-action fake, it just froze the defense for a split second. That allowed the tight end time to work his route, get vertical down the field, and pick up a big gainer for the offense.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime, but It's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense has completely changed at the half. How about it, man? They've come out aggressive now, forcing a turnover, all the momentum on their side, and the offense gets the ball back.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. They'll line up for a second down play. Finds the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Fires to the big fella. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Hit as he throws. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on second down. Looking down the middle. Found a seam. At the 45 on his way. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Got it on the outside. It's Green. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Soft spot in the middle. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
LSU lining up 1st and goal. trying to get it in. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They're going to run it. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for two fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. Just over a minute to go, and if they have a chance, they've got to come up with this onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run off. Oh, he's got some space. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Longhorns enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. The running back has it. Hard running there. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Leaves it with the running back. This defense makes a play, stopping him. This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Arizona will kick off to get things underway. He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where... been with a touchback. Leaves it with the back. Finds a little space. Turning it on! They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Cyclones will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And that ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback. They got the big fellas out there. A three tight end look on 1st and 10. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Looking downfield, it's Fafita. With the catch, it's Burnett. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
Gotta like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. You're throwing in his own defense over the middle of the field. The ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Gives it on the option. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. Beck's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Townsend. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for room, it's Hansen. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. To the ground, he's got it again. Makes it past the marker. Smashes through the tackle. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, Cyclones! He would not be denied. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Almost a little bit more on that return. He's chased out of bounds at the 30 in good starting position for this offense. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Fafita. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll start this drive going to the air. Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was, so he's outside the tackle box as he knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Shoves back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Back to throw. It's Fafita. The sure hands. It's Hudson. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that outright.
And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Arizona. Once he got some room, it was over. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Green. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Beck. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he was...
Breaks into the open. Rams him with the stiff arm. The 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And back in the day, you used to line up and your tight end was a blocker and you threw it to him short. Now, these guys are being so dynamic in space and so athletic. Now they can make big, huge plays for your offense and put points on the board in a hurry.
And they did tack on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Under fire. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Behind the chains now on second and long. But wants to go up top. He wants to take the top off. Makes the grab on the left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Caught. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Arizona comes out with another first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking downfield. It's Fafita. Bringing the heat. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hudson. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Caught near the sticks. It's Hudson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And now a chance to pull even. First and goal as we get late in the first half. Looking to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback or...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Crosses midfield. The 30. Past the 10.
And that is a massive momentum-shifting play that completely flips the field. Offense is in the red zone. Bad decision, poor throw. It gets picked off. And how about the return all the way back to the opponent's red zone? That was incredible.
Field goal is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Cyclones will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job of pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Still running at the 40. Speeding down the left side. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Townsend. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. Unloads it left. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. On the run, still looking. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Might be changing the route. He wants to throw it again. It's complete on the right side. There he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. He'll start the return inside his 5. Another ball is knocked free.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
Arizona sending the offense onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Runs through the tackle. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Firing to the right, complete. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback adapting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Setting up the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Arizona has the offense humming, set up with another first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Wildcats. And they take it in for 6 more points. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Beck. Extending the play. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Unleashes one. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. At the 35, he's got room. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Handoff from the gun. On his feet at the 40. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Fafita. Right down the middle. Complete downfield. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Get it out on the screen. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Fielded in the end zone. It's Townsend. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Wide open downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. On the run, it's Hansen. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. There he goes. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Trying to pound it in. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Fafita. Here's the pressure. Slings it downfield. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback extends the play. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. They'll run play action. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
I'll tell you, man, analytics in college football now are changing the way coaches think about down and distances. And listen, I know there are probably some metrics out there that say you should go for it in that situation because the percentages are telling you you got a good shot at keeping the football and keeping possession. That time, though, they're not able to come up with it. And they've now given up the football with their backs to the wall. The defense now is going to have to dig them out of this hole.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Unleashes one deep. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. 3rd play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his big tight end. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. Still on his feet at the 45. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
What a play call in a 2-minute situation. They find the shot opportunity, and they take advantage of it, flipping the field. They've now put themselves in a chance to come back and win this thing.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. To the air. It's Fafita. Here comes the heat. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
They'll run the option. The pitch. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They need 7 more yards to reach the end zone. It's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And such a great job by the offense, able to execute there and score a touchdown late in this game. You know, you try to simulate that in practice, but you just can't do it. Guys are going to have to step up when it matters the most under the bright lights, and they did it there. 1 point away from taking the lead.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window. Ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Townsend. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
The inside handoff. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. Touchdown, Cyclones. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick six to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Got a man. He's out of bounds after picking up 8 yards, but they've got a lot of work to do late. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, it's the fourth quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Trailing by a touchdown, this fourth down opportunity is gargantuan. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. Takes it to the house. They are down by 1, and the clock strikes 0. What a cannon this dude has for an arm.
And there's nothing more frustrating than you watch a Hail Mary and they don't get it to the end zone, or they throw it out of the back of the end zone. Great job by the quarterback. You got to put that thing way up in the air, and he does, and his receiver comes down with it. What a play.
No time left on the clock. The extra point will send it to overtime. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football and finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
So here comes our first play of overtime. Quarterback making checks. Motion from the back. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Back to pass, it's Beck. Still looking on the move. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
He's got an open man. Touchdown, Iowa State. They strike first here in overtime. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, in the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss. Oh, and they pick it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. What a thriller. What a confidence builder to be able to come up with a win like that in overtime.
This team has to love their ability to come up with big plays and big moments. How about in overtime, the individual efforts we saw, this team playing as a unit, doing enough and doing everything that was needed to get the W.
It's such an exciting game, up and down, back and forth. It's heartbreaking if you lose, but when you come through with these games late in the ball game, it gives you confidence throughout the season to continue to build on it. What a great win.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports.